renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Here we go, set! 19, 5 years! Nothing, 19!
Willis going to throw it right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. His own territory. He coughs up the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With it is Brown. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. will take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, oh, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Play action. Here's Willis. Rolling to his left. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. These two teams, they met up.
And that's why I run the ball right there.
The
They do these
Seahawks
bullshit.
coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona will give them the season sweep. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Derek Young with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, Well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Guru, Tam said he need about 5 or 10 minutes. He put a pull up.
But this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. On the move past the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now Murray off play action. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Cardinals at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now. Prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to Connor here on first. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. And not much on that run, Charles.
You saw that because of the boy. Look, I just did an audible to try to get him back in something.
Moved the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Gonna throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Prater's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, here's Walker. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on. He comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. And he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Again, a run with Connor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Connor is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it. This is Connor. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he will push his way forward to about the 20-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Prater's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they'll settle for just the field goal.
What the heck, no, the defense tough, man.
That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided
Tough
to take the
defense.
three, and I think it was a smart move.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Play action, Willis. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Willis. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his right. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession. Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football. Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Play fake. Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Third down, it's Willis.
Under pressure, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On first and 10 is Conner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options.
Nah, I had to start over, and then the dude made me fumble on the punt he was trying to give me. Momentum been shook ever since.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And instead of being at the 30, I'm at the 6.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. In motion right is Hopkins. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray again. This is Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his tight end, McBride, on the out route. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Connor up the middle, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw caught here by Metcalf. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On the counter, it's Walker. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On play action, it's Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that pushes the lead up to 23. touchdown out is Prater to kick.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this.
Damn, man, you still upset about that 50?
Pretty nice work on the return.
I'm running step for step. They just let them pull away at the end.
Here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here come the blitz, guys. Here come the JDS special blitz.
They are in a big fourth quarter hole.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
Well, Ken, that you know, put up 50 on you last night, ain't?
Play fake. Here's Willis.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Guys, kill me,
Now
boy.
following the sack, they'll look to make
Slide
it
everybody.
second
Send the
down
blitz.
at 17.
Come on. Keep going ball behind.
His third of the game.
Jalen Thompson.
Slide everybody. Send a DB.
Texans are going to take over
Shit,
at
trash.
their own 28-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great?
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns.
This is how momentum shift when you start off.
Throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because
This is how the momentum shift when you start off,
pad their
guys.
stats a bit, but as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
A great play there. With his
This is how the
second
momentum
touchdown
shift when you
of the
start off.
afternoon.
And the Cardinals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Prater for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just added on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
On the blitz. Zero blitz,
Has
guys.
not gone according to script.
Shift everybody.
We thought on paper that
Coming
this
off the
offense
edge.
would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
1st and 10, it's Willis. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete.
DB
Clock
stand.
stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is
I don't get no pressure off the blitz, fellas. He burnt every
Picking up
play.
the late touchdown here, but still down big. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out, and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.